New documents show the NSA is working on how to use smart apps such as the famous Angry Birds game to get users' private information across the internet. Guess who's here on that? Judge Andrew Napolitano. All right,
I have never played Angry Birds.
me.
I had my producer show it to me just a few moments ago, so I'd have a concept of what we're talking about. But apparently this is a game geared toward young people. But when you play this game, it enables the microchip in your computer to be downloaded wirelessly by the NSA and by the British version of the NSA, government spying headquarters, whatever they call themselves. The British names are generally more descriptive of what they do than American names, but nevertheless.
Get on with the story,
all right.
Judge.
I don't know what kind of a warrant could authorize this. I don't know if the FISA court actually said to the service providers, you will install a computer chip so that the NSA can latch in there, or if the government sort of browbeat the computer servers into doing it. But I do know that these microchips are accessible wirelessly by the intelligence community. General Petraeus boasted about this in what he thought was a private meeting of CIA agents when he was the head of the CIA, and one of them recorded the speech and posted it online.
I'm just with you on this in the sense that it gives me the impression of Big Brother, of being watched.
It's really very extreme and troubling in this case, because unless you and I are really behaving frivolously, this is not geared toward us. It's probably not geared toward anybody watching the show now, this Angry Birds. This is really a game for children. Why on earth would the NSA need to monitor, spy, and download information about children unless they're using their parents' iPhones, but the kids have their own?
But it could be a wider selection of apps that can be followed.
Yes, it's not just Angry Birds, but for some reason, in whatever was released by The Guardian last night, they mentioned Angry Birds.
Besides, if I'm in the government and I want to build up a really good, strong composite portrait of someone, I want to know everything about them. I do.
Including what their children do.
Including what apps they're using, when they use them, how they use them.
Talk about Big Brother. I mean,
that is Big Brother.
Is beyond George Orwell, your countryman's wildest dreams, that the government would have this kind of access to.
Well, wait a minute. When the British were trying to track IRA terrorists, Irish Republican Army terrorists, they tried to know everything about these guys who were doing it, including which side of the matchbook do they work from, which hand do they hold the cigarette, between which fingers, which where their pant leg did they put on first. They want to know everything.
It wasn't this level of spying because there wasn't an internet at the time.
Well, it was spying of a different kind. They weren't going through the internet, electronic spying. They were just observing people. But now, is that legit in your book, to observe physically?
Well, yes and no. In America, you cannot observe and gather information unless you're investigating the person. And you can't investigate the person without some probable cause to do so. However, observing is far less offensive, infinitely less offensive than getting inside somebody's BlackBerry. Okay. You know, you and I do a lot of public speaking. When I often start my speeches, I say, keep your battery in your mobile device, because I want President Obama and the NSA to hear everything I'm about to tell you.
Oh, not bad. I got two other stories, but real fast. What do you make of the president going around Congress to demand a higher minimum wage in new federal contracts?
As offensive as it is, I blame the Congress, because Congress has authorized him to do so. The Republicans gave George Bush so much power that they thought would never be in the hands of a Democrat. Now it is. And now he's using it. This is him raising the minimum wage in ways that the Congress did not do so.